that. So, we're talking about the A-meet potential for maybe a tornado, straight line winds, whatever. We see the damage there, but also Kentwood. Peyton, you were tracking that.
Yeah, Kentwood had a confirmed tornado, 100-mile-per-hour EF1. We also had an EF1 up around Osaka there. That was an EF1. Now, the wind damage near A-meet, the Weather Service couldn't determine that it was a tornado based on what they could find. They're still looking over some satellite data, and if they do see evidence of a tornado, they could update that. But as of right now, it stands for straight line winds 85 to 95 miles an hour. So it just goes to show you, you don't necessarily need a tornado to get damaging winds. Luckily, the storms we had today, they had nothing that extreme. Now, it was coming down. It was a bit rough out there at times, but for the most part, it was just heavy rain and occasionally some gusty winds. Live radar showing those storms are still near our coast, but most of us, we're done with this, at least in the metro, river parishes, bayou parishes. It's just our coastal areas near Grand Isle and Lower Plaquemines Parish. You're still getting these strong storms and watching out for some water spouts, so don't get out on a boat down here just yet. But in the lakes, we're doing just fine. We picked up some heavy rain. You can see the highest totals. There was a bullseye near the metro, a couple up into South Mississippi, 1 to 3 inches there. Here in the metro area, it was more for the West Bank where they picked up 1 to 3 inches, also near Chalmette, and going down towards Violet, Pardress picked up about 1 to 3 inches of rain, and then even higher totals near eastern St. Bernard. You're talking Shell Beach, Hopedale, Wyclowski, anywhere from 2 to 3.5 inches of rain fell, and it's still sprinkling down there. So the good news, we're for the most part done with the heavy rain. If you got plans outside, maybe you want to go do a pool day, I think you'll be able to do it now. We'll be watching for just an isolated shower this afternoon. And I tell you what, those temperatures, they're manageable. We're at 79 degrees right now. Check that off as amazing for June, but we will warm back up now that the rain's moving out. We'll be in the upper 80s this afternoon. We really get hot, but we're dry Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So not really thinking much rain here for the weekend, but it will be hot in the 90s. And the next week it's back in the 80s with more rain in the forecast. So no rain really expected through Sunday. And our heat index, it doesn't look like it's going to be off the charts. It will be hot and a tad humid, but no dangerous 108 to 115 heat indexes this weekend. You don't need to worry about the tropics this weekend. We're watching them for you. We'll let you know if anything changes, but there's nothing that's going to be on our doorstep anytime soon. The Gulf of Mexico, once again, it barely has a single cloud in it. Now, the Caribbean and Central America, these are the zones we're going to watch for the next 7 to 10 days. I've seen rumblings of this on social media, so we're going to go ahead and keep you in the loop here on what's happening. But as we go through the weekend and even into early next week, the moisture is going to stay confined down here to the Caribbean and Central America. Now, next week, I see a pattern that could support pulling some of this moisture into the Gulf, but none of this is going to happen very quickly. This is next Monday. Let's fast forward into next Wednesday, Thursday. There's some of that moisture getting pulled up, and then we may continue to see some moisture get pulled up and perhaps some low pressure begin to develop by next weekend. We're talking 7 to 10 days from now. So we'll follow it and let you update you on how that's evolving. But right now there's no threats in the next 7 days, and there may never really be any threats with that. But it does warrant worth watching long range. So our 7-day forecast, mostly dry this afternoon, plenty of sunshine and hot weather Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and then next week, some showers are in the forecast and back in the upper 80s. The marine forecast, so storms are moving out. Friday and Saturday are looking A-OK to be out on the water. Winds will actually switch out of the northwest and northeast at times. That'll help keep the humidity lower. High tides happening through the remainder of the day, and your low tide, that'll happen later on tonight.